Good old JR might still be good old JR, at least according to Dutch Mantell, as he has backed Jim Ross, saying that he believes the man with a 10-gallon hat is not racist. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. So, Dutch Mantell is back in JR, and so is Fog Wrestling. This channel, we're back in JR all the way. The greatest commentator in wrestling. Scratch that. The greatest commentator in the history of sports slash wrestling slash entertainment. Nobody comes close to JR. And I've heard a lot of good commentators over the years in every single sport, entertainment, franchise, you name it, but JR's the man.
I think JR's the best ever. You can talk about sport, but I'm going across the board here.
Well, I mean, I did kind of go across the board with sport, entertainment, and wrestling.
Well, I'm going across the board everything, right? I'm talking about anything. I don't care what it is. Good old JR was the best. Is he the best right now? Probably not, because he's depressed at his tits.
He is the best commentator slash narrator of all time. Slash storyteller of all time.
He's better than David Attenborough. Give me good old JR talking about a zebra getting chased by a lion over that boring bastard.
That zebra's ass is on the line, damn it, King. That son of a bitch lion.
That spider stomping a miles of mud hole through that fucking diarrhea.
Anyway, big old JR. Good old JR.
I didn't get to speak about this, right? But I just want to
JR, the white meat babyface.
Aye. Well, I just want to give my... I want to give my two thoughts on this now. I don't think JR's racist, right? I do not see how this was even a thing. I wasn't there, right? Honestly, of course I wasn't there.
I believe that JR's probably brought up race and Devon's took it badly. But I don't think it was JR being racist. Like when he says to K Quick, R-Truth, he said to him like back in 2000 that something along the lines of, it's going to be difficult for you to get over because historically this is a white man's sport. But here, is JR lying?
No.
See, especially when you go back to the territory days, there would have been some states and some territories and some locations where it would have just been really difficult for a black champion to get over.
Yeah,
that's actually fact.
No, it is fact, and that's what you've got
down in the south.
Yeah, it's like I think of basketball. I think of black guys. I don't think of white guys, and obviously different reasons, right?
But see, once upon a time, I think you could have said it would have been hard for a non-American or a non-North American. It would have been hard. Like, see, when there would have been a time where JR could have says to like fucking Taka Michinoku, well, traditionally this is an American sport, a North American sport. Traditionally, this is a heavyweight sport. I don't think it's necessarily JR being racist. I mean, it's just like back in the day, you need to be a big guy to get over. Traditionally, you've needed to be a North American to get over. And I think it was just a case of JR maybe saying that here, it might be harder for you to get over because you're a black man. And I believe that Devon's took that badly.
It's like there's nothing.
Well, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree, but there's nothing to it, man. I look at this and I just think, why after all these years is it getting brought up? I mean, Devon mentioned it, but didn't say who it was, but then Maven alluded to the fact it was JR, and then Devon confirmed it. But my problem with that is, the other people it could have been are either dead or are still employed by WWE, which of course Devon's not going to go and bash them. So, is JR the scapegoat here? I don't know, but I honestly, man, I just don't buy it. But at the same time, like, there's not even been that much outrage to this. Look at fucking Hogan. Now, I guess the difference is, right, we all heard Hogan say it on the tape, brother. But this is just he said, she said kind of shit.
Yeah, but a shitload of people actually came out and backed Hogan. Black people. As well, to be fair.
Well, who's backing JR?
Well, Dutch Mantell came out and said he's not racist. Booker T says he. JR's never said anything or done anything racist to him.
I don't know, folks. I think it might be what you said, that JR has said something to Devon.
Because JR won't sugarcoat shit. You know, JR will come out and say it exactly how it is. And I believe that he probably, well, R-Truth says that JR told him that you're basically going to struggle to get over because it's a white man's sport. And I believe that he may have said that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's JR being racist, saying, oh, you don't belong here, or you're not good enough, or we don't want you. could simply be JR just saying here traditionally it's been white men that have been on top of this business, so therefore it's going to be hard for you to get over. Just like, was Bret Hart not the first Canadian champion? If we don't count Roddy Piper.
Yeah. Well, Piper was never a champion.
No, that's actually true. Fuck, so he wasn't. Intercontinental. So when you come, so Bret Hart was the first world champion from Canada.
Yep.
I'm sure once upon a time though, people would have went, "Oh, I don't think they'll put the belt on a Canadian. It's going to be hard for a Canadian to get over in the territory in American territories."
I just don't. I agree. I just don't understand why it's coming out now, man. Honestly, I think this.
See, if JR was so racist that something would have been said back when he was working.
I agree, but no, I think this is, man. I think this is honestly Maven going into business for himself. He knew that would get clicks and views, and that's all he's about these fucking days.
Yeah, like he turned up at Justin Incredible's house.
Yeah, like his videos are just about views and clickbait and engagement. Like he spews nonsense, and again with this, it's like. He's got no fucking right to say this.
No, but that
it should have been up to Devon.
I mean, that would be like JR when he hired Trish, saying, "Oh, you're going to struggle to get over in this business. This is a man's sport." Does that make him sexist, or is he just spitting the facts that here this is a male-dominated sport?
Well, Devon said the guy walked up to him and said, "I don't like you because of the colour of your skin."
I don't believe that whatsoever.
Yeah.
Why would, out of all the people, why is JR just chosen Devon to go up to?
Yeah, exactly.
It must have been a miscommunication. I don't think Devon would lie about it, but I refuse to believe that JR just walked up one day and told Devon, "I don't like you because you're black."
And see if, look how decorated the Dudleys were, man. If JR had a true problem with Devon, the Dudleys would have been fucking buried.
JR signed them effectively as well. I mean, everyone that came into WWE was basically brought in by JR during that period of time.
But I mean, both guys are still alive. I mean, I would like some clarity in this because there's no point fucking a big question.
No, I don't think JR's mentioned it, but
which again, some people would associate with being guilty. But at the same time, probably the guy's just old and it's like, you know what? If I address this, if he addresses it, I don't care if he says he didn't say it or he did. It's not going to end well.
No, and also, I mean, not to be mean, but JR's fucking hanging on by a thread.
Yep.
Like, the guy doesn't need this shit.
No, he doesn't.
Why should he worry about whatever Devon's claiming he said or didn't say?
But I think I could be right. I think it could be someone else within the company right now, but he's not going to badmouth them.
But you honestly think Devon would throw JR under the bus like that?
Well, we don't know these guys personally.
Well, we don't. Anyway, this is what...
No, but I think Maven left Devon in a very difficult situation.
Yeah, well, Devon said he didn't want to... Then he just came out and clarified that it was JR. But anyway, this is what Dutch Mantell had to say. He says, quote, "I'm not saying one way or the other, but I've been around Jim Ross a lot, and I've never heard him say anything racial in a derogatory manner. I've never heard him say that at all. Now, Bill Watts, that's another story. But Jim, and I'm not defending him, but I've never found him to be the least bit, and of course, he could be, I don't know, but I've never known him to be racist or even say any words that were racist. I can't speak for anybody else, and he may have been. I never knew Jim to be that way, because if he was ever racist, I think he would have let something slip out at one point. But I never heard anything from him. Of course, that's not condemning him, and it's not convicting him. He could have been one of the two, but me personally, all I can speak about is I never heard it." End of quote. So, Dutch Mantell, not saying that he's racist, not saying that he's not racist, just saying that he's never heard Jim say anything racist or do anything racist, and he believes that if he was, then he would have heard it, and the fact he believes that Jim Ross would have slipped up at some point in his career. I agree with Dutchman. People's true selves do come out, and I struggle to believe that if JR was this like guy that hated black people, we wouldn't have known about it until a month ago.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not buying it.
We've watched a lot of wrestling over the years, heard a lot of JR commentary. Anytime, like King, for example, like, oh, Booker T's a criminal and makes all these like references to jail time and he's a thug and all this. I mean, I think that's just King being a heel, and
Yeah, you got to keep in mind, kayfabe back then.
but it's like, but if JR truly was like racist and didn't like black guys, surely one of these
There'll be a
times,
wee sly dig, like,
like,
I
you're
agree
bang
with
on
you.
the money there, King.
They should send them back to jail or some shit like that, you know, you'd think.
Never anything like that. I don't know, man. I think maybe Devon's took it out of context, but I would like him. I would just like the exact dialogue to be revealed, and then you'd be like, right, let's deal with it then.
Do you think he remembers the exact dialogue? Basically what Devon said was Jim Ross just came up to him one day and said, I don't like you because you're black. I find that astonishing.
Yeah, to me, it's like, why? Like, well, like, and what year was this?
And he's claiming he said it in front of everybody. And nobody said anything at the time. And nobody's come out and said anything since.
So
I don't know, I'm just not buying it, man.
Could it have been they had a bit of a row and Devon's like, well, why the fuck don't you like me? And JR, but then it's like, if Dutch Mantell's saying, well, he's never said anything racist like that I'm aware of and to me or let it slip all these years, but then he said it openly in front of like half a locker room.
Would that story not got out?
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing here?
I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying it.
Anyway, guys, let us know what you're buying down below. I might go and buy some good old GR barbecue sauce. Been a while since I tried that shit. The main event mustard. It's better than Cody Rhodes, I know that much.
I mean, it would just be ironic though that a guy that was so good with words got brought down by them.
Words that we don't even know he said.
Exactly, so we don't even know what we're dealing with here.
And even if he did say words, what could he have said that was so fucking bad that he needs to be punished at the age of 73 years old when he's hanging on for dear life?
I mean, it's just words at the end of the day, but we'd need to...
I mean, Booker T said the N-word. He was supposed to...
McMahon said it on TV. I mean, Hogan said it, right? It's like, at what point do we just fucking draw the line?
But at least when McMahon said it, that was clearly scripted.
Yeah.
When Booker T said it, it wasn't scripted.
He was just getting... That was great, though.
That was just natural tongue for Booker T.
It was great.
Yeah, I know it was, but I mean, everyone that said it, McMahon's the one that... I don't even think you can bash McMahon, because McMahon said that in character. Trying to act cool, trying to be all hip-hop with John Cena. You know, so I mean...
Wait a minute while I whip this out.
Honestly, see people that call McMahon racist, they're fucking retards.
I know. He's the guy that gave you Big E. He's the guy that gave you Kofi Kingston. He's the guy that gave you Booker T. I mean, he's the guy that gave you the first ever women's all-black main event in Mania. Oh, but he's racist. If you've got a problem... I mean, if you honestly think that McMahon's more racist than Triple H, then I don't know what to fucking tell you, man.
Triple H, more like Triple K. Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time, we'll catch you in the next one. Yeah, peace.